We are just very close to the lighthouse in Colonia Sant Jordi in Mallorca, and we're going to have a look at some of the muscular structures which are used quite strongly or stretched quite strongly in Uttanasana. So Uttanasana is a standing forward fold, okay, and what we're looking at today is the major muscular structure which runs down through the back of the body, called the superficial back line. Now, this particular muscular structure is all to do with stability and being upright. It's what balances all this strong tissue through the front of the body and stops us from folding, just collapsing forwards, or even curling up into a fetal position. And for babies, it's one of the first things they start developing, lifting the head, lifting the legs, and really developing this strong facial train down through the back of the body. So let's start with the feet. Okay. So we have a muscular structure in the feet called the plantar flexors, and this runs from the phalanges in the toes to the heel. From there we run through the back of the legs, the calves, or the gastrocnemius, and the soleus, which crosses over the knee here into the hamstrings, being semitendinosus, semimembranosus, and bicep femoris. So when this train of muscle gets to this point here, it's joined to the upper train of muscle through a ligament called the sacrotuberous ligament. Okay, and this then continues into the lumbar fascia, the erectors, up into the thoracic spine, across there with the erectors, and up through the cervical spine, and attaches just to the base of the neck. Now there is a fascia which runs across the top of the skull here, just onto the front, just above the forehead, and this, in many ways, because of the thickness and density of this muscular structure, or the amount of it running through this centre line, it's been likened to a carapace. So it's almost a little bit like a tortoise shell. It gives the body some protection in the back. So looking at movement with regards to this particular muscle train, okay, when we're folding forwards, we're stretching the whole train now, okay, right from the feet all the way up to the back of the skull. So there's a couple of things we should be a little careful of when, should be mindful of really when using the posture Uttanasana, especially on a regular basis. Hyperextension in the knees, okay, so making sure that you don't rest on the back of the knee joint itself, making sure when you take the arms up through the front of the body here and lengthen the front of the body, that you get enough movement there, whether it be through the sides, whether you're working with the arms through the sides of the body or through the front, that you're actually locking up this part of the muscular structure in the back here, the thoracic structure, and allowing that train, the strength of it, to travel down and actually create some support for the lumbar spine and the sacroiliac junction here, as we take the weight of the head and the rib cage and all the organs in there, and of course the arms overhead or to the sides as we take those forwards. There's an immense amount of weight transferred into the lumbar region, so we have to be a little bit cautious there. One of the things we can do there to take some of the weight out of this area is to actually bend the legs a little deeper, take some of the stretch out of the posture as we start to move forwards, and instead of taking the arms or having the arms through the front as we come down, we'll take them down through the sides, and thus taking some weight off of the lumbar area and the sacroiliac junction. Another great tip is leading with the pubic bone. So for as long as you can, whilst you're folding forwards, turning through the pelvis there, and then once you reach your limit in the hamstrings, to take yourself a bit further down, bending through the legs and then allowing the body to release, and then the weight of the body releasing the lumbar area itself. Okay, gaining some space there where we may have created some compression over a period of time. So that's pretty much the muscular structure, or the major muscular structures that we're dealing with when performing Uttanasana, or standing forward fold. Don't overdo it. It's a simple posture, but it works very deeply into a very profound supporting muscular structure in the back of the body. So take it easy. Enjoy your practice, but go slow. Listen to your body. If something's twinging or tweaking, pull yourself out a little bit. Give yourself some more space in the knees. Take the arms back a bit. You can even, as you sweep back, take the arms onto the lower back, the sacrum. Or, if you're feeling rather fragile, even take the hands onto a chair or a wall and take some support as you come forwards into the posture, rather than taking all of that weight onto the lumbar spine. Okay, so there's our little anatomy slot for Uttanasana. I hope you've enjoyed it, found it somewhat useful.